So welcome back to the channel, everybody. Time for your XRP daily update. Now, we've got some key things to talk about in this video, let alone what is about to happen. But whales are buying. I'm going to show you why, as well as taking a look at what happens if we see significant increase, not only in volume, but in market cap to the price of XRP. And January the 15th, why is that day incredibly important for you if you're holding XRP? Well, stick around. I'm going to tell you it all in this video. If you want to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency, well, guess what? You found the channel for you. Hit that like and subscribe button. Do check out some of the links, as always, in the description. We've got some fantastic offers with exchanges, as well as a brilliant DeFi project, Marbit. Do check that one out. It's going to be big this bull run. With that being said, let's get into the video. So if you're like me, you're on countdown until a change in the American cryptocurrency dream. That's right. Donald Trump coming to office in now 9 days. This is obviously what everybody's expecting, was expecting a definite positive move in the market. And like the here, just FYI, this is AI, hopefully we'll see a really positive attune to XRP. Now, lots of people speculating that actually Trump's token will be buying XRP. He may be buying XRP. Obviously, a lot of people waited with bated breath for what that meeting was all about between him, Brad, and Stuart. We'll keep you posted as we get developments on that. But what did I want to talk about specifically? Well, a couple of key things. One is always understand whatever market corrections in a bull market are happening, the big money is buying. Bought a billion XRP in the last 48 hours. The big wallets have continued to accumulate. And this is across the board, by the way. So we saw this with Bitcoin, we saw it with Ethereum, and XRP, no exception. The big wallets decided to top up their bags given the expectation of what we're going to talk about at the end of this video, which is some key price points you need to be aware of, specifically relating back to volume as well. So this will all play out pretty interestingly. But like I said, whales have absolutely been buying the dip when it comes to XRP. Now, one of the reasons may be this. The XRP legal battle begins or ends very soon. In fact, the SEC and ultimately has until January the 15th to submit its initial brief on the Ripple case. The court had previously decided XRP was not a security in and itself when the appeal was filed. Now, we know that this was delayed from the original assessment. We know that this has kind of gone through every possible avenue that the SEC could do. But don't forget, in 9 days, as much as Trump is about to be inaugurated, Gary Gensler is on his way out. And we heard today, and he did it on my update video for Bitcoin, Ian McKinley, who was at the CFTC, has also stepped down as well. So you couldn't ask for a more bullish outlook. But the financial watchdog contesting some of the ruling findings, including how Ripple XRP sales on cryptocurrency exchanges and private XRP sales of Chris Larsen and Brad Garlinghouse, two of the company's executives, should be categorized. The upcoming brief will most likely be a revolve around the arguments. SEC Gary Gensler, who has spearheaded the agency's vigorous targeting of the cryptocurrency sector, will resign January 20th. Obviously, Donald Trump being inaugurated as well. Media reports predict that the SEC may cut back on or drop some crypto lawsuits. The SEC may instead prefer settlements as known as consent decrees, which provide industry clarity and permit negotiated resolutions. So the reality here is we see a lot of times and a lot of discussions around dropping of cryptocurrency lawsuits. Paul Atkins, who is obviously going to go in and be the new SEC chair, has a very different stance on cryptocurrency to Gary Gensler. He is very much a pro-innovation as opposed to, well, Gary Gensler, who is ultimately just simply against it. Brad Garlinghouse giving his view, bringing common sense back to the agency was what he said, talking about Paul Atkins, and the XRP may solidify its non-security status and possibly start a bullish price trend if the SEC withdraws its appeal as a result of the leadership change. I still stand by this sentiment, by the way. I truly believe that the SEC case gets thrown out. I think it's just a big line in the sand as to exactly the sentiment of the incoming administration as to what they want to do with digital assets and digital currency. And I think this is going to be a key thing. So the question, therefore, given some of this really bullish catalyst is, where could the price go? Now, it'd be easy for me to say to you, don't worry, XRP will be $10. It's going to go to $100. Some people even believe we could see $589 on XRP. But let's be realistic. Let's talk about fair values at $40 billion, $120 billion, and $250 billion in daily volume. Now, this will obviously be when the market is at its peak. We're seeing significant volume, retail investment, institutional, everything else. What does it mean and what could it mean for the price? Well, look at this. Daily transaction volume around $40 billion. Estimations would have been around 2.43, slightly above the current trend. The calculation assumes XRP transacted every 12 hours on average and considers a 1% interest rate to discount future value to the present. But what does it look like if you scale? 120 million could see us at $3.10. Obviously, these are very much variable depending on sentiment at the time as well. For example, if we're doing $120 billion in volume and there's an XRP ETF going to come out, we'll hold on to your hats. I think $3 would be the least we could even see. And then we start to get into the $250 billion of daily volume. $4.17 could be a relatively conservative price mark, but assuming a 2-year timeline, market analyst Ali Martinez insists XRP could claim the $4 price mark. Well, let's take a look at the price action right now. And XRP, one of the only charts, in my opinion, by the way, that's held up incredibly well given the volatility we've seen in the market. Bitcoin dropping back about 94,500. But some key things to be aware of. Look how well we're holding the 200 moving average, this big yellow line coming up. This is a key price support for us. History tells us if you break below, you tend to see bearish momentum. XRP weathering the storm, up about 0.6 on today as well. So I think XRP is setting up for a very nice move. And I actually think we're going to be incredibly news driven over the course of the next 9 days as Trump can be prepared to come into office. We also, don't forget, have that Bitcoin concern of coming out of the DOJ that they may ultimately sell some of that. I don't know if it's just a little bit of misdirection given everything that's going on. And actually, I think they may not do it, which could be incredibly bullish for the market. So the question has to be, are you buying more? And what's your price target for selling given everything that's coming? Watch out for Wednesday. It could be very interesting as the news breaks for XRP. We could even see the SEC throw the case out. That could be incredibly bullish for Wednesday. And guess what? We'll break it here live on the 2Bit Crypto channel. All you need to do is make sure you're subscribed and turn that notification bell on for all the latest updates on XRP, altcoins, cryptocurrency coins, and brand new projects into the space. We got you covered. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.